Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia. Thank you guys all to submitted questions. I know at this point, some of these questions I think have already been answered, so I may have to have another question on my next giveaway. But I do appreciate you guys asking your questions. I'm not so good at just normal like chit chat when I do a video of like unboxing or whatever. So I love getting to know you guys in the comments, and I love being able to answer some of these questions. So I wrote them down just in the order I think that they came in. So anyway, somebody asked what my favorite activity as a family is. And I would say probably hiking, anything where we're outdoors. We're lucky enough to have the beach, about 30-minute drive. So the beach, hiking, so definitely outdoors. We're an outdoors family. Nature just sort of like soothes my soul. So I need nature, a hike kind of thing at least once a week. Activities for alone time. I have always been a person who needs alone time. My husband's been the same way. I will say I get a lot less of it now that I'm a mom. It just is what it is. So I don't get that much alone time anymore. And honestly, I'm filming if I get alone time, which kind of causes some issues. But alone time, at this point, I'm organizing the house. I'm running errands. So I don't know if I have a good answer. Back in the day, I liked going to the mall and kind of looking around or going to stores and kind of shopping, I guess. I feel like it's the gatherer in me. But the mall, I hardly find anything anymore. So, alone time, I might go to Marshall's or TJ Maxx. I like to read. So that's kind of that. Visiting a dermatologist for skin cancer awareness. So I thought that was awesome. I think that's also a way that through me getting out the message that you can go get checked for any spots. I will say that I did that. I want to say, I don't know how many years ago, 5 years ago, 7 years ago, I asked for a general check of skin cancer. I personally felt like the lady thought I was crazy. And I think that was bad for the doctor to do that or whatever they were. But I really felt like she made me feel awkward for asking that. So I do think we need skin cancer checks. I will say I feel like these little rough spots sometimes under my scalp that I feel like I should go check out. So honestly, I think skin cancer checks are always a good thing. Any kind of that, where it's a breast exam, whatever, I feel like we need to check for cancer because catching it early is key. How old is Cora and would I do a video with her? She is 8. I'm not quite sure she really knows I do YouTube. She knows I film because she's come in many times. But it's not like we talk about it. I don't talk about YouTube at home generally, occasionally with my husband. I mean, he's clearly aware of what I do. But she's not quite aware that I'm filming and that people comment and all of that. And that's just fine. So I don't anticipate her being on a video really ever. If and when she asks for it, possibly, but I don't know. So that's kind of a iffy thing. We'll see. My major in college was biology and technically wildlife biology. So originally I wanted to be like a biologist at a wildlife refuge, a national park. Nobody tells you in that career, though, that you're doing years and years of temporary. One of the people I graduated with just now, like maybe a year and a half ago, found a permanent job. So originally I wanted to be a biologist, but I'm very happy teaching. And so I feel like it was meant to be that I'm teaching science. What other subject would I like to teach? Honestly, probably none. I would definitely not do English, not math. I'm not qualified for math. History, if I had to pick, like somebody tomorrow said, you have to pick another class to teach. I would like to do probably history. I think I would feel most competent in that. In high school, I loved doing, it was the not economics. It was the home ec teacher, but she did a lot of life skills, like get in touch with your feelings kind of classes. I would like that, not the cooking part necessarily. But I think history, because I feel like history is kind of like science without the labs, although not really. But I think as far as similarity goes, history would be easier. My favorite season is definitely fall, and it's so sad because we don't get fall here. And I've gotten used to it. When I first moved to California, I mean, we had days and days and days and days and days and days of sunshine, which I know that's a first world problem, but it was hard for me to adjust to. And I've gotten used to it, but I still never feel like it's Halloween. I never feel like it's Thanksgiving. It doesn't feel like Christmas, just because we don't have seasons. Here we kind of have a wet season and a dry season. Our leaves, a little bit fall off in the fall, but often some of our trees the leaves don't fall off until January. So I love fall, but we just don't have seasons, and that makes me sad. And given that my job, we're not really supposed to take vacations during the school year, so I can't really go on a fall trip. Only choose one skincare ingredient. So I knew there was a couple of these that I should have thought about ahead of time. It would just be hard for me to only choose one skincare ingredient. I guess at this point, I would choose peptides or ceramides, just because they're supposed to help with your skin barrier and help kind of prevent wrinkles and aging. Again, I'm not trying to prevent anything, but if I can age as gracefully as possible. Prior to the last couple months, I probably would have said one of the redness ingredients like Centella asiatica, aloe, green tea, because I suffer with redness. So I like those ingredients to help me with redness. But I'm thankful I don't have to just choose one skincare ingredient. What does it say? Summer is my favorite or least favorite? Summer for me is a catch-22. On one hand, it's my favorite because I have time off. During the school year, it's very hard to get alone time and do extra things. And so I love the summer because I'm off as a teacher. My daughter's off. But it can be really hot, and I don't like the heat. Sun, ever since being pregnant, if I am out in the sun too long, I can get a headache. I have to make sure I'm drinking Gatorade. Of course, I have a hat, sunscreen, but I don't like that. I feel like the California sun is very strong, so I'm not a fan. We've been lucky so far. I'm filming this in June, towards the end of June. June has been very cold, which is not normal. So summer, I like it because I have time off and we get to do things with the family, but I don't like the weather of summer. Do my students say things about my channel? What do I think? I don't like it. Yes, they do. I know, I think the same person basically commented that they didn't think my kids would be interested in my videos. I think kids nowadays are just interested in what their teachers are doing. I have never seen it so much this year. Kids taking pictures of us, kids taking videos of us. They're Googling us. Like, I think that's how they found me, because when YouTube did the handle, I didn't realize it made us more Googleable by my name. And so kids Googling like pictures of people, I've never had that prior to this year. And if I did, it wasn't like it went viral. So I get people commenting, like I did a video on the Rare Beauty brush. It was like a short, which I don't not like that brush, but it's not my favorite brush anymore. I will get kids telling me about the Rare Beauty brush, other things. So whether they're interested or not, they do watch it. It bothers me only from a standpoint of, they could take something I say out of context. Not that I've ever been said necessarily bad things or inappropriate things on my channel, but they could take my clips, redo it, post it somewhere else. I even hate saying that because I'm giving probably some kid out there an idea. So it just made me really self-conscious. It made me not like this hobby as much. Because I don't know, because they can talk about it. They can tell, I don't know. So it's just, I've got used to it now, but when it first happened this last fall, it really bothered me and I didn't like it. And it made me kind of not want to do YouTube anymore, but I didn't let that stop me. Do I use a lash serum and what's my opinion? I have never used a lash serum. Luckily for me, I have long eyelashes. I have used a brow serum, which is made by the same brand, the Grande Lash Serum. They also have a eyebrow serum. The eyebrow serum did work almost too well. You had eyebrows growing in everywhere. But I waxed too much when I was younger. I just trusted them. And I came out of the nail salon with crazy, like very thin, very odd shape. And so I have spots that still kind of grow in sparse. I will say I've seen other people talk about lash serum that they like measured their eyelashes somehow, and it was literally only a tiny amount of length. I've also heard that if you stop using them, it stops working. And I can kind of say that for my eyebrows. The thing is, I just have lighter eyebrows, so it's kind of hard. But it doesn't always grow in where you want it. Like I had eyebrows like growing way far down, which is not good. And then some of my spots that were empty, it didn't fill in. So I don't know if I think lash serum is worth the price, because I don't think the results are permanent. I don't think the results are going to be like, it's not like you're going to grow half an inch of lashes. So I don't know, but I've just been lucky that I have long lashes. So I don't know. I think they're expensive. I feel like there are times where I see boxes, subscription boxes that have the lash serum. And I think that would be a great time to get that box. Often you're getting way more value in a box than you are if you just bought the lash serum. So I would say try to see what subscription box has it, buy that, or wait till Good Friday. But I think they're fairly expensive. My dream vacation. I think for my husband and I, it's Tahiti, and I don't know if we'll get there. I really want to go to Tahiti and stay in one of those, what do you call them? Bungalows on the ocean. That just seems like so romantic. Almost like I'm in a romance movie. So I would really love to do that. But I don't know if that will happen or not. How do I feel about school shootings and coming to work with the school shootings? I will also say that our building is terrible. We don't have doors on most of our classrooms. So if you really start thinking about school shooters, you're in trouble because we don't have doors on our classrooms. But I feel like it's with anything else. When I get on a plane, it could crash. And I could think of that and then never get on a plane. Or, if I drive down the road, I could get killed in a car wreck. So I can't think about it on a regular basis. I don't feel unsafe. It's always a possibility. But anymore, people are getting shot at the mall. We've had freeway shootings out here in California. So I feel like I just can't let fear rule my life. And so I just go to work and I don't think about it. We have trainings on what to do, and I really just feel like you're hosed either way. If it's really going to happen, you're either going to, I don't know. I feel like it's in God's hands, and I just can't control it. And when I say that, I don't even mean, like, he can't control whether a shooter shoots or not. I just mean if it's my time to go, it's my time to go. And I just kind of don't think about it. I think you can't go down that rabbit hole, or I guess you'd leave the profession. So it doesn't really bother me, but it's a sad thing, and I don't know how to prevent it. I grew up with guns, so I don't personally think it's the guns. I think it's mental health. I often think it's the kids who got picked on, the kids who didn't have friends, the kids who don't have parents who love them and support them. I don't know if we did a study on all school shooters, we would find that they were the loners, they were the people who got picked on, they didn't have good, a healthy family. I don't know. Anyway, I know that's a hot button issue. So I don't know. I just kind of don't think about it, and I just come to work and I do my thing. This was a question. Would I ever do my cooking videos again? I would love to. I just don't see it happening. So there was a time where I did like the HelloFresh. I tried a bunch of them. Number one, they're expensive. And at this point, my daughter would want to eat that food. When I was doing them before, she was a toddler, and so I didn't serve her the same thing, which I should have. It's a regret at this point. And they also don't let you do 3 servings. You can do 2 or 4. I'm not sure if they have anything more than that, but it's 2 servings or 4 servings. So they're already pricier than if I just bought food at the grocery store. And so we would have to buy 4 servings for Cora to eat. And I don't really want leftovers, so I know somebody out there is going to say leftovers. I don't want the leftovers, and also, again, it doubles the cost. Also, I don't have as much time to film. Like at this point, like today, I'm kind of batch filming. So at this point, I almost batch film, which is not my preferred. I miss the days where I had a box in the mail. I came home. It was so exciting. I filmed it. I showed you that night. I really like that. But now that my daughter is going to be in 3rd grade, the school year is just so much more stressful. And so we have homework. She's got karate. We're kind of go, go, go. So I don't have time to always film when I want to film. The cooking videos those cooking box things take longer, even though they're supposed to like make it easier. There's often prep. I would say it was generally a 30 to 40 minute like time cooking the meal. So I would love to, but I just don't see it. She also wants to help cook at this point. So if I was doing that, she would want to come cook. And I just don't want her to have to act a certain way. I really don't want her in a video. So sadly, I don't see it. I had just looked into ordering the cooking boxes again, just for us to have, but there's too much money with having to buy 4 servings. This person must have asked 2 questions. Where am I from? Indiana, which I say all the time, I think. So I'm from Indiana. I live in California. I've been in California now 18 years. I wish I could say I saw us moving back. I would love to move to Indiana. I also have a best friend in Minnesota. My heart really, I feel like, is in North Carolina. Whenever I'm there, the countryside, the trees, the mountains. But we both have good jobs. You know, I'm not the person to uproot and move. So I'm feeling like we're going to stay here. Unless Cora, when she graduates college, moves somewhere. I don't see us moving. And my favorite subscription, I really like FabFitFun. The last couple seasons have not been that good. But I don't think you can get a better bang for your buck. You're getting 6 products, often from larger names, more expensive. So I really like FabFitFun. And I really like Stitch Fix. Just because I do not have, look, at the mall, at Walmart, at Kohl's, Target, it is hard for me to buy clothes. So I almost rely on Stitch Fix for clothes. Where in Indiana I am from, I will just say Kokomo. Kokomo is the biggest town near us. But I didn't necessarily live in Kokomo or that county, but that was the town where we went for groceries, etc. And this one, there's no way. If I could only use one brand for skincare, what would it be? When I looked at that question, I looked at all my products. I don't even think I have 2 products from the same brand. And I don't even know if one brand has everything. Like, I really like Skin Fix, but Skin Fix basically at this point seems to have like creams. They have one serum and they have an eye cream. So maybe Skin Fix, because I think they're really good ingredients, but they are so expensive. That would have to be some skincare angel, just drop them on my lap, because that's really expensive. So I don't think I could pick one brand, just because my skin is sensitive. And it is hard. No brand would have everything my skin needs. I would say I could shop at Target maybe. Target has a lot of good brands. Derma E, I really like Derma E. But honestly, I pick and choose from all kinds of different brands. So that would be really, really hard. But I like Derma E. I like Skin Fix, but both of those are pricier. Paula's Choice, I've had really good luck with a lot of Paula's Choice, and Paula's Choice has a lot of products, so you could probably really find something for you. But because my skin's sensitive, I would not be happy if somebody said you can only have one skincare brand forever. And then somebody asked, what's my favorite, skincare, hair care, or makeup? And I guess 100% skincare. I love skincare. Over COVID, it became my self-care. It's just a me time, and it feels awesome. I get compliments on my skin. Not so much anymore, but when I first started, when I go back to Indiana, people would make comments that my skin looks better. Hair for me, I'm going to be honest, I have struggled with my hair forever. When I was younger in Indiana, the humidity, my hair was frizzy. My parents bought a bottle of Suave, and that was it. It wasn't until high school that my hairdresser talked my mom into getting me a nice detangler. So I hated my hair. Let's just go there. I hated my hair growing up. I felt like it was frizzy, yucky. It wasn't until, honestly, boys in high school, my husband now and one of my boyfriends in high school loved my hair. And I hated my hair. And I still today have issues where in my mind, my hair is frizzy and yucky. And then I'll see a picture and think, oh, my hair looked pretty that day. And so I have a hard time with my hair. My hair it's oily, it's dry in places. So my hair has just been the struggle bus. And so I almost feel like I have hair dysmorphia where I don't really see what my hair really looks like to everybody else. So hair would be the last on that category. And makeup, I don't wear makeup that much. Makeup at this point is a fun thing I put on for videos. I wear mascara now every day. I do brow gel every day, but I don't wear makeup to work 95% of the time. We should just say really 100%. So skincare for me definitely is number one. Oh, somebody asked what other job I would choose. I don't know. Originally, I did want to be a biologist. I don't think I would do that. You're remote. You're not making as much. Temporary jobs. I don't know. I'm so happy with teaching that I get so much time off. I get summers off. I get Christmas, Thanksgiving, spring break. So honestly, I would not want to jump ship into another job. I was trying to think about that, what I would do. I don't know. I'm good at organizing and kind of seeing that. So maybe something where I had to really kind of organize events or something. But honestly, I'm happy for my job. My husband's an engineer, kind of like project manager, and he is so stressed out all the time. He works such long hours. So I'm very thankful for my job that I don't work all those hours. All right, we still have a few more. This was a lot. You guys asked a lot of questions. Where do I hike and what types of hikes do I do? And I think that's hard to answer. Like I know in Indiana, where I'm from, you have to drive to like a state park to really do a hike. So we're lucky here in Southern California that we have a lot of regional parks, but it's not like the park with a picnic and a playground, which they do have that at those. But there's like a mountain or a hill. So we have within 20 minutes of us so many places to actually hike. So I don't know how to answer that because we're hiking on actual trails in nature. We just happen to have a lot of those near us here in California. So I'm not sure that helps. I like a little bit of cardio. I also like a loop hike. I don't like an out and back because then I get really lazy. I want to turn around soon. So I like to have a destination in mind. And so we're kind of doing nature hikes, and I'm not quite sure what the person meant by what types of hikes, but nature hikes, which I don't know. That's anyway. Oh, why did I start YouTube? I started YouTube, I think about 6 years ago. I was just finally getting out of the depression from when my dad died, possibly postpartum because they happened at the same time. I probably wore terrible things to work. Like it was like jeans and a t-shirt. I'm not even sure how I didn't get dress coded other than we don't have a dress code. And I don't know how I started on Stitch Fix. I don't remember. I don't even think I knew YouTube existed. So I don't know how I got to YouTube and Stitch Fix. But Stitch Fix, I bought a box. It was the first time I felt cute in a long time. And then I started watching videos of Stitch Fix. So Stitch Fix was my first video I ever did. Back in those days, I deleted videos. So the oldest my videos go are 2018, and I had done videos prior to that, but I deleted my videos every like 6 months. I don't know what I was thinking. So Stitch Fix and got me into YouTube, and I would just share my Stitch Fix box. And so that's kind of how I got started. Does where I live affect my skin? 100%. So I am generally very fair. And if you were to look at my stomach or places that don't see the sun, I am extremely white, pale, etc. Because I live in California and because of the sun, I am darker. And all of these freckles, I don't even know if it's focusing, all of these freckles and skin spots are because of the sun. So in Indiana, I would get a few of them in the summer, but they would go away in the winter. And here in California, they don't go away. I have them on my back now. I have them on my leg. And it's just, where I live definitely affects my skin because I'm in the sun all the time. And again, I spent the first decade of my time here thinking a hat was enough. I'm not sure I was putting sunscreen on my face. Now I put it on my arms in the summer. It still doesn't make them go away. I also feel like, though, in a way it helps. In Indiana, the humidity in my skin didn't get along. It just always felt like my face was oily or just something. And I don't have oily skin, at least when I'm in California. So I do like taking care of my hair and skin better in California just because the humidity drives me crazy. Favorite holiday? I just love holidays. We are a big holiday family. Oh, I have something in my eye. We're a big holiday family, but we're a big holiday family. Halloween, I think I have an eyelash in my eye, so I'm sorry at this point. Halloween is kind of like the first major holiday coming out of a holiday drought. And so we go crazy for Halloween. We decorate. My daughter, I mean, at this point, we trick or treat too much. We come back with crazy amounts of candy. We do all of October. We have like an apple picking place up in the mountains that have like special little Halloween things. So I forget what they all are, but we do like 3 or 4 kind of Halloween activities. And then Christmas, we're decorating. There's a couple Christmas activities we do. Easter is really big. Again, there's some activities that we do, like places you can go for Easter activities here. Those are the 3 big ones. So I would probably pick Halloween, but I love all 3 of those. And I think Halloween just has a special spot because it's the first of the big 3. And so we are not I'm not really decorating for Valentine's Day. We're not decorating for like the Memorial Day, the Labor Day, St. Patrick's Day. So the big 3, really, I love Halloween, Christmas, and Easter. And okay, and then skincare, what to put on first, second, third. I don't know which you will see first, but this morning I filmed a skincare routine, morning and evening. So what you put on first is the lightest weight. Because it soaks in. You would never start with your moisturizer cream because then the other things aren't going to soak in. So you go lightest to heaviest. Your moisturizer cream should be at the very end, only followed by sunscreen. But I put on, like if you're going to use a toner or a liquid, you put on the more liquid it is, that goes on first. The less liquid it is, it goes on kind of last. But to answer that question better, maybe go to my skincare routine. Anyway, I know that was probably a very long video. Thank you guys so much for asking all the questions. I really enjoy the interaction here on YouTube, and that's what's kept me around. So anyway, thank you so much. I hope you have a great day.